Today, we're back on the HIMIWAY Cruiser. And today, we are doing a little bit of a mode 1 test. So I've got it in mode 1. I'm obviously going to fluctuate between the gears when I go up hills and whatnot, but I'm going to keep it in mode 1. And we're going to ride for a ways, and we're going to see what kind of battery degradation we get, what kind of top speed we get, how well we can go up hills, etc. As an added bonus, I also have this handy dandy little heart rate monitor. I don't know if you can see that. Heart rate monitor. That is going to tell us what my heart rate is as I'm pedaling, so you can see how much exertion you need to use. So that's a nice little added benefit there, you know. So anyhow, we're coming up on a really steep hill. It's probably 8 or 9% grade, and I'm obviously gonna have to gear down, and we're gonna see if pedal assist 1 gets me up it. I'm not sure if it will, but we're really gonna try. So in a second here, I'm gonna gear down. Right now on a flat, my heart rate is 115. I don't know if you can read that or not. I'll just read it to you. We're 116. We're gonna see what happens to our heart rate as we go up this hill in pedal assist 1. I can tell you from a dead stop, when you just jump on the bike and pedal assist 1 and you start pedaling, it really takes off. So, I mean, it's got some torque and some thrust. All right, I'm starting to breathe heavy a little bit here. I have to downshift a little bit to get up this hill. All right, the hill's starting in a minute. And one thing I've noticed, when you look at a video on YouTube, the hills don't look as big as they are. Trust me, this is a monster hill. I've ridden up it many, many times on my road bike. I can get up it now on my road bike, but the first few times I rode up it, I had to stop 3 times. So it's pretty freaking steep, people. There might even be 10%. Anyway, we're starting to approach the steep part of the hill. I'm in pedal assist 1, and I'm in gear 5. Let's go to gear 4. All right. And my heart rate is 125. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to gear down even anymore, but so far so good. All right. Heart rate 121. I'm trying not to talk a lot because I'm trying to conserve my energy here. Conserve my breath. Definitely pedaling. It's definitely giving me a lot of pull, but I'm definitely pedaling. Heart rate's at 118. 117. And it's showing on my little wattage meter, power meter, that I'm only using 3 of the 5 wattage bars, meaning I'm only using about half the power the bike has. You can see that right there. 3 bars. Shows you how much wattage you're using through the power, through the battery. All right. We just got to a little bit steeper section of the hill. We're cruising at about 12 miles an hour. And heart rate just jumped to 121, but now it's back down to 116. So I can say that this Garmin, well, now it's 121 again. This Garmin heart rate monitor, it's really good. It's got 3 points of contact on the very back as far as the, monitoring your heart rate and your pulse. They have like some special proprietary technology that other heart rate monitors actually borrow from them, or rent from them, or whatever, lease from them, to put in their own watches, because theirs is so precise. Most other heart rate monitors, wrist-based, have either 1 or 2 points of contact. This thing has 3, so it's really freaking accurate. And I've had it for like 4 years, and I know it's really good. So okay, now we're at 128. We're hitting the end of the hill here. All right. Heart rate's slowing down, obviously, or going down now. Now we're at 118. So not bad. I can tell you when I'm on my road bike, no power, pedal only, and I go up that, my heart rate is about 165. When I go up it on my mid-drive, 750 watt mid-drive, heart rate's about the same as this. So I'm gonna say the average for that was like 118, 119. That's pretty good. But I will say it's pretty good in the sense that you're not killing yourself, but you are getting a workout. For me, max heart rate where, I'm gonna black out when working out is probably 180. I've gotten 175 before and actually did kind of black out. So for me, really high is 165, 170. Really good workout is, 140, 150. So the fact that I'm almost at 120 is pretty good. It means you're definitely getting a workout. Okay, now we're gonna be coming up on some serious, hill frequency, a lot of hills. So we will continue to monitor. So again, I mentioned this in my earlier video. This bike came with the front brake pads like almost stuck together, and I couldn't get the brake rotor between them. That's where it lives, between them. And there's supposed to be a gap on either side. So I had to like totally loosen the cable. So literally the front brake is it's not even engaged. So I don't know if anybody knows anything I don't. But I would love any advice on how to get that fixed, so I don't have to take it to a bike shop. I'd like it so the brakes can be engaged and used, I'm not asking too much, right? All right, we're going up a slight incline, maybe 2%. We're at 14 miles an hour and we're in gear 4. We're gonna fly by this truck here in a minute and see what kind of speed we can get. So even when you gear up, it doesn't give you a whole lot more power, you know what I mean? So, we're in gear 6 now, and I'm only going 15 miles an hour. So mode 1 is a nice, that was actually, I just passed a HIMIWAY Cruiser step through. A woman was riding it. Okay, so far, mode 1 is really good for, hybrid exercise, pedal assist, like to get some exercise but not kill yourself. I'm gonna try pedal assist 2 next time and we'll see what that's all about. I have the feeling it's a lot more power because when you flip between pedal assist levels, you get like a thrust. So I feel like it's gonna give us a lot more power. The pedal assist 1 is nice, I like it. So you're still getting some help, but you're getting some nice exercise as well. I liken it to if you were riding your bike and a 15-year-old boy who's in pretty good shape and he's got some good tennis shoes on is kind of pushing your back and running with you. That's what pedal assist 1 would be, right? Imagine that like up a hill. The kid's like pushing you. He's not giving you amazing push because he's a human and he's going up a hill, but it's something, right? So that's kind of what pedal assist 1's all about. Yeah, it's the only way I can kind of liken it to anything. All right, so now we're in gear 7. Our little Shimano gearing thing here. Shimano Altus. Very bizarre looking thing, you know what I mean? Like, Isn't that weird? Like, what is that all about? This is pushing it this way is how you gear down. Pushing this button is how you gear up. Like, just really bizarre. Anyway, all right, so we are going up a very slight incline. We are in gear 7, which is kind of hard to pedal, and we're going 14 miles an hour, and our heart rate is 120, 121, because we're in a high gear. If I geared down, heart rate probably would go down. So now we're in gear 5. Yeah, my heart rate went up to 124 right before I geared down. So that was in gear 7. So it's probably going to come down a little bit. Something else that you may or may not know, to adjust your seat on this bike, you know, obviously it's a pretty easy little quick release lever. But when you're on your seat, and like you're over your seat, and you want to put your pedal at the very bottom of its rotation, and that foot that's on that pedal at the very bottom of the rotation should be bent like 15 degrees. A lot of people you see riding around and their legs are bent at like 45 degrees when they're at the very bottom. That's just, you're not getting the right leverage. So I'm looking down right now and I'm realizing that I'm actually low on my seat. I need to raise it a little bit, which, all things being equal, will give me a little bit more leverage, but I think this test still holds true. All right, going up another steep incline here. We're at 13 miles an hour, and we're at 123 beats per minute, which is a pretty good workout. I think that's like fat burning for me. Like 122, 123 and up is like fat burning for me. And I'm 210-ish pounds and about 6 foot. And I'm 48, for those that didn't know. Now you've got all the details. I should give you my social security number and my mom's maiden name. Okay. All right, I'm just kidding. Okay. I think you have all the information you need. So somebody in my last video commented that it'd be very helpful if I did a close-up of all the different components of the bike and what I think of it. So I can do that, but I think I need to ride it a little bit more before I can really do that. I mean, at this point, all I can tell you is, yeah, it's black and it's shiny, you know, I don't know, like the motor, for example, right? So anyhow, so that'll come. But yesterday I shot a video going up various hills on this thing and throttle only, and I'm gonna post that as well. So that's coming up after this video. Okay, I got some nice speed here. We went down a little hill. I'm gonna gear up, which is push the button. Yeah, it's really counterintuitive, this freaking gearing here. All right, so we're in gear 7. Here, a little bit of grinding. I don't know what that's all about. Don't know what that's all about, but I'm gonna pretend it's not grinding. I'm really good at that kind of thing, just blocking things out. So no grinding. We don't hear any grinding right now. In gear 7, we're basically on flat ground. We're now going on like a 2% incline. We're at 19 miles an hour, heart rate at 110. So yeah, it got a little bit decline and a very slight incline, so our heart rate's low. I can tell you, I'm breathing a little bit, you know? So I've been riding this thing throttle only a lot. So yeah, I mean, as you would expect, pedal assist one, a little help, but a little exercise too, so. Okay, we're on a flatter ground now. 117 heart rate. In my opinion, having ridden bicycles for like 5 years using a heart rate monitor, I'm not really getting any exercise unless I'm at like 118, 119, 120. So if I'm below that, I feel like I'm kind of wasting my time. So the fact that I'm at, you know, 119 right now, for example, pretty good. I'm burning calories. I can honestly say that, you know? And I'm working on my cardio. So, I know everybody's heart rate's different. It's hard to gauge where, you know, if I'm at 119, what would you be at? But I'm just trying to put it in perspective that if you look at some heart rate monitors, they have like 5 thresholds for heart rate. I'm at like threshold 2, which is fat burning. Ish. And now we're going downhill. Because this thing's heavy, it definitely accelerates down hills. So we're going 33 miles an hour. This is probably like a 5-degree hill. Excuse me, 5% grade hill. We're going 34. But you're also up so high, like your back is erect, and you're not really getting a lot of, you know, streamlined air flow, you know what I mean? You're kind of like a big sail in the wind, catching all the wind. So if you tuck down, you could probably get even better. Oh, we got a cop. Is he gonna pull me over? Am I going too fast? No. Isn't that crazy? A freaking cop just sitting there, like when you're on a car, you're like, you know, your stomach drops and you're like, oh shoot, did I get a freaking ticket? But on a bike, it's like, who cares? He doesn't care. He didn't even look at me twice, you know what I mean? It's just fun. It's fun being on a bike sometimes. You're just oblivious to cops. They don't care. Unless you're going the wrong way on traffic or riding on the sidewalk, I guess. All right. Now, where are we at? We're at gear 7. We're at 16 miles an hour. Still pedal assist 1. And our heart rate's at 108 and we're going downhill. And I just heard a really big bump. Or a punk. So it's really cool. I don't really like to plug other people, but there's this channel, Bolton E-Bikes. Is that Bolton Bikes? Bolton E-Bikes? I think it's Bolton E-Bikes. And the guy on there, you know, promotes various things, various accessories. One I bought, which are these little Velcroed on 3-prong legs that you put on each handlebar. The legs shooting up in the air, and then when you flip the bike over, the handlebar, the bike sits on those instead of your handlebars. So if you got like a mirror or something sticking out, it doesn't affect that. I really like that. I use it a lot. Number 2, and I'll put this stuff in the, I'll put links to this stuff if I can find it anyway, in the description. Link 2, or accessory 2, I just bought yesterday after seeing one of his videos, which is a battery operated bike pump where you key in the actual PSI and it goes to that PSI and then stops. It's only 6 inches long and like 2 inches wide, or thick, you know what I mean? And it just seems like it would fit in a backpack. Seems like it would fit in a little bike bag. It just seems awesome. And you know, pumps your bike up for you. So when you're on these bikes with these huge pontoon tires, I mean, pumping it up, needless to say, is going to take you forever, you know? So wouldn't hurt to have something like that. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully you saw my off-road video the other day. People claimed it wasn't really off-road. Well, there's various, you know, various definitions of off-road. Off-road means look to my left and you see a road and I'm off of it, right? So that's one thing. 2 is I'm in dirt. I'm not on pavement. 3, yeah, some people think off-road is like, you know, with like 80-foot drops and huge whoop-de-doos and huge berms and, you know, tree roots and, you know, cobblestones, and yeah, okay, that's definitely freaking off-road. You know, like Whistler, that famous trail. Yeah, okay, that's off-road. But like, come on, I'm not doing that crap on this. I'm just trying to say I'm not on a road. I was off of the road, okay? Maybe in the future I'll just use the word dirt. A lot of people I think are worried about like clickbait. Like I put off-road and then you see me on a trail and you're like, well, that's not off-road. Well, really? Is that 30 seconds of your life that you can't get back and you're that upset about it? You know what I mean? Okay, we're in still pedal assist 1. We're gonna stay on that. We're on gear 7. We're going up a little hill here, and we're at 15 miles an hour. I have to gear down because it's actually like 4% grade. And our heart rate is climbing. It just went from 111 to 114. – 15 miles an hour. Heart rate 120. Yeah, I keep looking down at my legs and how they're bent. I need to raise the seat like an inch. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do that right now. Why not? So I don't know if you know, but right here's a little latch. Open it, lift it up a little bit. Oops. And then you just close that little latch right there. You'll see I've got the, here's something interesting. So, the rear light that comes with this bike has really crappy soldering, and the red and the black cord just come loose really easily. So, I had to kind of, tape it off for now. And either figure out how to solder it back on or just get rid of it. But I think I might sell the bike, and I want to make sure I have, that working. So I think I'm going to sell the bike. The only reason I say that is I already have a mountain bike. By the way, my feet are better now, so my legs are better, so I'm definitely higher. I have a Super 73, kind of a motorcycle style e-bike. I have a mountain bike, 750 watt mid-drive. Super 73 has the fat tires. The mountain bike is the mountain bike, and this is kind of a hybrid of the two. It's a fat tire mountain bike, so it's like, I feel like I'm redundant. I don't feel like I need it, And again, for those that don't know, I got this sent to me by HIMIWAY to review it, and I'm able to keep it. So I'm just trying to figure out if I sell it, what I might buy with it. So I might sell it, a little bit of a discount. But I mean, even though I've only got 55 miles on it, but maybe because the rear light became disconnected, maybe I'll knock a little bit off. Sell it, and I think I might buy a Swagtron EB8 when they come in stock. It's a BMX style folding fat tire bike that has full suspension. Granted, it only has 350 watt, but I mean, it's not meant for like, major hill climbing, but it just looks awesome. And it's only like $900. So I might take the proceeds from this and buy that. So I'm in Southern California, Thousand Oaks, just north of Los Angeles. Anybody knows, anybody who's interested in buying this, I'll give you a nice deal. But I mean, it literally is brand new. Got it like 4 days ago. And it has 55 miles. And other than the light soldering coming loose, which anybody with a soldering iron could fix, and the brake pad, just figuring that out, bike's in mint condition. So, and I know the brake pad thing isn't really a big deal. Somebody who knows what they're doing can very easily adjust it. I just don't know how. So it's not like it's broken. It came that way. Just the brake pads are really tightly stuck together, and it's just hard to get the brake, pad in there, or the brake caliper in there, rotor. I know it's just a simple thing if you're a freaking bike guy. So let me know. Let me know if you're interested. You get a great freaking deal. And yeah. All right, we are heart rate 120. We're on flat ground. We're going 15 miles an hour, and we're in gear 5. Let's see if we can gear up and get a little bit faster. All right. Okay. Yeah, we're 15 miles an hour, people. On my mid-drive, when you gear up from like 3rd gear to 4th gear to 5th, the bike lurches forward. You get more power. But I think that's because Yeah, that's because it's a mid-drive, which means the motor's actually connected to the bike sprocket, so that makes sense. This thing disconnected, doesn't care if you're gearing up or down. Okay, I answered my own question. Anyway, for those that don't know, mid-drives are really freaking cool. That's not what this is. Mid-drive is the motor is like right below the pedals. And it's actually connected to the sprocket, you know, the thing that has the round thing that has the teeth on it. And it just gives you so much freaking power to go up anything, like literally anything. I went up a 19% grade in Los Angeles, Mountain Gate Road. I'll link to that video, I think. And just insane how freaking steep, you know, hills you can go up with a mid-drive. And that's only a 750 watt. They have some mid-drives that go up to like 1200, 1000, you know, whatever. So I'm like really excited about one day getting one of those. All right. All right. We're almost to our destination. Actually, I think I'm gonna call it. So we've gone 7 miles in pedal assist 1, and you can see the battery has not degraded at all. So we have full battery, and we didn't use throttle at all. So obviously, I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but when you use pedal assist 1, you're obviously saving tremendous battery, you know? You wouldn't think maybe because you're using just a little bit of power. Well, no, that doesn't make any sense. You're using a little bit of power, therefore you're saving some of the battery. So obviously, I'm not surprised that my battery has not gone down yet.